Welcome. Today we're going to look at a product from Vax. This is the Home Pro Pet Design cordless vacuum, and it has a pet design, they say. It looks like this, and it's cordless, which is quite good. They say our best ever cordless pet vacuum, designed for a powerful, easy whole home clean, 45 minutes runtime, and 5 years warranty. So you have one battery and a charger included inside, which is really good. If you're interested in the model, this is the CLSV HPPC. This is what's included in the box. So you have the one PWR 4.0 AH max battery, one PRWR charger, crevice tool, stair tool, pet hair removal, and included with the Home Pro design, it looks like we may have also this motorized pet tool. So yeah, we'll see what's inside in just a moment. Just wanted to see if it says anything else on the box, but I think that's all. So yeah, let's just take it out. So the first time you open it, you can see some of the accessories. And I think this will be the charger. So let's see. Okay, that's the battery actually. We'll take everything out and I'll show you. Okay guys, so I'm going to show you quickly what's in the box. According to this, we have this, which is the main one that it's supplied with it. It's like a brush tool. It has wheels on each side. It looks like this. Then you have the motorized Home Pro Pet design. So this is the motorized pet tool, which comes only with the Home Pro Pet design, which is this one that we have. So that I guess is very useful for getting all the pet hair. Then we have the pet hair removal tool. That's how it is. That's something if you want to put it on a wall. It also has some screws ready for you. That's the stair tool, which is very useful, especially if you have carpets on the stairs. And that's the crevice tool. As you can see, it has also a little brush, so you can take this up and use it. I really like this idea. It's a good design. And then you won't lose it, and then you press again and you take it down when you don't need to use it and you just want to use this. Then we have the charger, which is this decent cable. That's the battery, and it comes charged half, which is quite good. That's how it should be. And this goes in into the charger. Let's see actually. Oh yeah, so those pins, you just have to align it. So you push it down like that. You put it out. Boom. And then it's gonna charge. Best is when you get it, fully charge it and then use it. For the test purposes, I'm gonna just use it as it is. Let's see how we can remove it. So you just push down on this too, and then you slide it out. I'm gonna try that with two hands. On the back, it looks like it has some indicators, charging delay or error. In case that happens, those will light up probably. That's the main pole. It's aluminium. It's cold to the touch, and we're looking at this in just a moment. And that's the vacuum itself. On the top you have the power button, plus button, probably increase the speed, and I can see this, it shows you the battery life, this circle. And then some vents on the side, that's where is the filter. That's where you pop in the battery. On the other side you have instructions on how to empty the bin. That's how it is on this side. So yeah, let's just put it all together and test it. So this button, it says press to empty the bin, so you just then I guess you release a bit more from here. Okay, so when you want to empty it, you press on that. You can just empty it like that if it's not much. If you want to clean it a bit more, you press on this, and then you push your hand up, and then you have to remove this whole thing. So you remove all that, then you rotate. As you can see, it has something in here. You rotate this to the right, and then you clean this as well. That's where is your a sponge to protect for the filter. If you want to remove the filter and clean it like this as well, and filter goes back in. So I'm just trying to figure out, is the filter? Yeah, that's what you do for the filter by the looks of it. That's in. Then you put this back again. So you just make sure you align it, and then you twist. That's in. Then you take this, you align it, and then if you can, I would normally push this because it helps a bit. And then you push that in. Yeah, this will come back to normal. Push that in, and that's it. And now we'll just I'm gonna show you how you do the rest. So that's how you connect the battery. So the first thing is you connect the battery. Boom, you can see how much is charged if you want to. And now you can put this pole, but you don't really need to. So you connect this pole like that. This seems like it's allowing it to be a bit flexible. If you don't, you put that back in. So then you take whatever accessory you want to use. They will all connect in the same way. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just take this main one, and I'm going to connect it in here. Yeah, and this only goes in this position, I think. Yeah. So then you press the power button. You can increase the power if you want by pressing that button. So let me try with the shorter accessory. So I'm gonna remove this, and then I'm gonna just pull, like for example, this pet brush. And then I'll show you again. So you press the power button, and then you increase the power. So that's it, guys. It has, by the looks of it, 2 speeds, high and low, and the power button, and it seems like it has a good suction power. So let's just quickly try and clean this bit on the sofa. Obviously, this was the pet brush. So yeah, I think that's it. You can see the dirt, how it sits in here inside. And yeah, there you have it, guys. A really good vacuum to have, especially because it's battery operated. It is a bit heavy on if you hold it with one hand, but I think you could get used to it. So yeah, thanks for watching.
This is the Blade 4 by Vax. It's the latest incarnation in their One Power cordless series. Now, they do make some very bold claims about how good this product is, so we'll have a closer look and we'll put it through its paces. But this is a mid-range cordless vacuum. Let's take a closer look and see if it's any good. Hey everyone, this is All Things Tech, and in this video we're looking at the Vax Blade 4. This is a cordless vacuum cleaner which retails for $219.99, and I'll leave the latest price links in the description. Now, the headline features from Vax on this vacuum cleaner are the fact that it will last for 45 minutes, it will only take 3 hours to charge, it has a removable smart 1-power battery, it's lightweight, and it has a dust tracker. Now, my friends, you are going to laugh when I show you what the dust tracker is. Anyway, we'll get on to that later. There is also a brushless motor. Now, my friends, this is quite a decent bit of kit. It is actually very well made. The build quality feels robust and very premium. I have had older Vax products in the past, and I was always a little bit disappointed when compared to you-know-who. But this is definitely a giant leap forward. Every single component feels well made, and it's very, very simple just to slot together. There are only a few different components, so really, what can go wrong? So the weight of this is just 3 kilograms, and I did a few tests, and I'll show you some of those later, where I literally used it until the battery was drained, and I didn't find it too heavy to use at all. Now, this thing doesn't stand up by itself, but you do get an attachment which you can screw to a wall, and then it will literally just slot in. Operation of the Vax is completely simple. You literally have the power button, you then have a power control for extra suction, and then you have another button for the actual brush in the actual motor. Now, you've also got that battery indicator on the front, and that will flash red when you're about to lose battery. So guys, do you remember at the beginning when I said about the dust tracker? Well, this is the dust tracker. It's a light so that you can see dust. Incredible. Genius. Whoever came up with that, I tip my hat to you, sir. Right, we're going to do some tests now on how this performs both on hard floors and also on thick carpet. We've put some porridge oats, not cooked, they're still dry. What we found is on the first setting, it did an average job. Now, as you can see, it's pushing them to the side. It's not doing a brilliant job. Okay, this is now the next level of power, and I've just slowed this video down, but one thing that we noticed immediately was the power level increased dramatically. It definitely almost gripped the floor, and it was just an amazing difference. And that improved significantly again when we turned on the power head and that famous dust tracker. It was literally gripping the floor, and it was one of the best that we've seen in any. Now, I've got a Dyson and I've also got a Shark, and I've not noticed this level of suction on those. But I do have to say that this will have a dramatic effect on battery life, and I'll come on to that later. Now, as you just saw there, the taking away of the actual bin compartment is so simple. It's a one-handed operation by putting it on and putting it back. There are no problems there at all. Now, let's do the same test on carpet, and again, we've pretty much found the same results. That first level of suction just was a little bit disappointing. Now, although, yes, it did get there in the end, you can see that first swipe actually just moved them up. And I found that the extra time that it took, well, probably you're using more battery anyway, and so you may as well use a higher level. So I definitely don't think that this particularly performs well on that first level of suction. So again, we repeated the test, put down the porridge oats again, increased the power to the higher level but without the brush mode going, and again we got a really good result. And again, I think it's very noticeable as you speed this through, which I've sped it up the same amount of time, but this literally took half the time of the actual first test. And again, when we tried it on the top power head, then it was exactly the same. That power and that amazing dust tracker going to work. And actually, if you look at the pile on the carpet, there was definitely, I wasn't expecting this level of suction for this level of device. Now, one of the most important things on these vacuums is battery life. We did 2 tests. Firstly, the manufacturer claims that this will do 45 minutes in boost mode. Now, boost mode is the second mode that I've shown you tonight, where you don't have the motorized head going, but you have the extra level of suction. Now, they claim 45 minutes, we got 42, so that's not too far off. But one thing that I think that you need to know is that this test that you're seeing now, this is with the motorized head on and the higher level of suction. This is if you really want to give a very, very thorough vacuum. Well then, in this test, we got around 9 minutes before the motorized head stopped. And as you can see, I think it was 9 minutes and 30 seconds. So we then got another couple of minutes with the machine reverting back to boost mode, but without that motorized head going. So this is just something that you need to be aware of. Now in my house, I don't think that anyone should be doing any more than 11 minutes vacuuming a day anyway. So that for me is absolutely fine. But if you are thinking of doing a thorough vacuum, well then that is something that you need to be aware of. So my friends, overall I've been really impressed with this product. That level of suction that we got on the 2 higher modes was quite incredible and something which definitely surprised me. So in this price bracket, which is £220, I think that this is a very, very good buy. If you were looking at spending more money, then you'd probably have to go for something like this, which is the Shark cordless upright. It's got an anti-hair wrap, but that costs £420. This is definitely a good alternative if you want to spend about half the money. So guys, I will leave the latest links in the description. I'll leave the link to the Shark as well so that you can check that out, but this is definitely something that you should consider. Thanks as always my friends for watching this video, and let me know what your thoughts are.
Okay, so this is going to be the Vax on normal power with the rotation turned on. Okay. It's a good result. So this is now the Dyson on normal power as well. Same result, I would say it's slightly less effort is required with the Dyson. Okay, so this time somebody's gone and spilt flour all over our rug. So we'll give them both the same test again. Okay. Clean. Okay, now the same test for the Dyson. You've just ruined my video.
You can cut that though, can't you?
So
This is the Hoover. I've used it a little bit already. The only thing I will say is on the top you've got like your on off, and then you've got this to put, I think it's got two like different powers, but it's just this whole thing is like cheap kind of plastic, and look, you can kind of click it anywhere. I'd rather have it just been two tactile buttons, it'd have felt better quality, considering it's like £300 as well for this Hoover. You can see that it does pull up the pet hair. I've just done the whole house. So it did pull up a good bit of pet hair compared to my usual Hoover. Just so you know, you get these accessories with it. That's to hang it on the wall, which I've not done yet. It's just a cheap bit of plastic, really. You get this one that says stairs. They are all kind of not the highest quality plastic, and the thing is that there's nowhere to kind of store it on the Hoover, which would have been nice. So you've got nowhere to store all these. That one's for pet hair. See, it's got like that, and then a scraper. Probably a strip of. Well, then again, no, that's actually a rubber texture, so that'll be decent for pet hair. You get this crevice tool, and there's like a button on this thing. You can click that in, and you can slide it. Just trying to do this one-handed to the end there, so you've got like a brush on the end of it, and then click it back down to store it. And then you've obviously got the battery and the plug. I had the lower down model of this Hoover, and it was £179 for the lower model, and with the quality, again, I thought it should have been around 129, maybe a bit less, like 99, and it's the same goes for this. It's just there. Same goes for this. It's not, to me, it's not £299 when you've got like Shark and VTech out there like that. That's like just a piece of plastic clip that's going to wear out eventually, and then you've got nothing for like hardwood. So when you're on carpet it's fine, but as soon as you go onto like lino or anything, it's really hard to push. So let's just have a look here. And then you've got the other power mode. I mean, the suction on it, so the suction on it is actually really strong, it's really good. And it's a decent Hoover, probably worth the money. Maybe if it went on sale down to around the 200 mark, then I'd get it for sure.
So the only thing that bothers me about this Hoover is the way it struggles to pick up things that are really close to your skirts. So I've got like a bit of chocolate here and some bits of biscuit or bread here. So when I start hoovering, oh, got a bit of help here. So no matter what I do, that chocolate's still there. The biscuits crumb is still there. Yep, still there, aren't they? Yeah. Mm-hmm.